The Cinema Science Expeditions are all about like trying to inspire people to get involved in conservation research and like get really sort of immersed in the fight to save sharks. We've had amazing shark action every single day here. We've been super lucky. My name is Andy Casagrande. I'm a wildlife filmmaker. I've been specializing in sharks for the past 20 years. It was a childhood obsession that turned by accident into a career working for National Geographic, Discovery, the BBC. And it's been incredible. Really sort of immersed in the fight to save sharks, but not be intimidated by the need for a PhD or having to understand complex algorithms and writing papers, because you don't. You can capture video data with a GoPro that can change the whole face of shark science. So it's basically the use of technology, cinematography, different methods, applying real world research, but in the hands of anyone, like you. You came out there and shot amazing stuff in virtual reality. You got a high resolution stills. You got an amazing shot of a pod of dolphins swimming past the Hammerhead site. That alone, you can deconstruct, count every one of those dolphins. Are they males, females? Look at the injury on that one. I guess what I'm trying to inspire people is to realize no matter how intimidating it seems, you can get involved in shark research or filmmaking even with a GoPro. And you don't need a degree, you don't need a lot of money, you just need to be passionate.
Catherine? Yeah. Jarek? Yeah. Timothy?
Yep. We have Gaia, we have Enya, we've got Celine, we've got all these cool hammerheads. Gaia is the one you guys will probably focus on because she's the most impressive looking. Fizz, focus, iris, zoom. So make sure you're focused both in your cameras, your aperture, and if you're struggling with keeping things in focus, obviously if you close your aperture down, smaller, everything, the depth of field will give you a bit more latitude to allow. But the networks like shallow depth of field, so they want to see that white shark come in and out of focus and then, wow, biting the camera or whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you love sharks and you want to get truly involved, one thing I've learned, a lot of the divers that have come diving with me, they've been to Guadalupe, they've been to Bimini. I'm like, why would you come with me if you've already been there? They're like, we know if we go on a trip with you, we're going to learn more and we're going to be able to do more. I try to give the most immersive experience I can, but I've developed a relationship with so many great shark operators and eco-tour companies around the world that when I show up, they're like, oh, Andy, what's up, man? Who are your divers this week? And they go the extra mile to really allow us to put cameras out. What we do on the Cinema Science trip is all non-invasive. The cameras come off, they're not hurting the sharks. Video data is basically completely non-invasive. You're there just capturing the images. If you like adrenaline and drinking beer in Shark Week, it's a good trip for you. If you like biology and conservation and learning about science, researching, and all the ways you can help save sharks, it's also for you. If you like content creation and you're a cinematographer or a photographer and you want to learn how to sell your stills or not get taken advantage of by a big network or an advertising agency, I can help you with that too. And then D, if it's all of the above. Plus, we party all the time, we have fun. That's probably harder work than the shark diving, but it's just good to actually get to know the people, find out why they're there, why they wanted to come diving with me, and it's usually they're like, hey man, I just love what you do for the sharks. I love that you're passionate. I can see that you're authentic and you're really into it. When they meet me, they're like, sweet, let's do this. And then we're diving side by side. I don't know everything about cameras, but I do my best to give sort of a basic rundown on how I operate underwater. And half the time I'm learning more from these guys than they're learning from me. They're teaching me about the editing process, how to process virtual reality. So it works all ways, and it's awesome. Plus, we literally become like friends for life. The people that I've taken out on my trips, they still hit me up, ask me questions, or they still book on the next trip. I'm a real person. If you're not a jerk, then we can be friends. If for whatever reason, if our karma is not compatible, then it is what it is. You know, you're probably not compatible with a few people if you got weird karma. So yeah, if you don't have shark karma, then there's other people you can hang out with.